God bless, family. It's Los here. We back on the throne of positivity where the first is last and the last is first. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I want to say thank you guys for connecting and helping and supporting the ministry. I know it's been a long time since we've made a video. I think the last time we made a video was in Florida on my birthday 2 months ago. So it's actually been a very long time. We're now in April. So times have changed, seasons have changed. You've already been through a lot of things, but God always remains faithful and we got to trust and believe in that. So today I just wanted to get on here and finally do a video and try to encourage anybody that's out there to continue to believe in the promises of God, to not give up, for your work shall be duly rewarded. And it's kind of interesting how this video came about. I know we've been inactive for a while, but the reality is that as far as videos go, posting how we used to on the main part of the channel, we haven't done that since February, but we still do our lives Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. And we do our Bible studies, which is right now we're on the 11th chapter of Hebrews, if you could believe it. We are almost finished with that. So we haven't missed a beat on those things, but I do want to get back to the rhythm of doing these videos as far as like separate from the Bible studies. And the reason for that, I think it's a little bit more casual and we're able to speak almost on a personal level. So I just want to go ahead and encourage you again that, whatever you're going through, God is faithful. And you have to understand that, because the Lord is going to make a way where there is no way. And you have to trust that beyond the things that you see. Because if you rely on the things that you see, they're going to discourage you, But if you focus on the Spirit and what God has spoken to you and you stand firm in the promises of the Lord, then He's going to help you move along to get to where you need to go to. God is constantly working in His kingdom at large, but when it comes to us as individuals, He works on us in a personal way to get that grander vision accomplished. So do not be afraid. Don't get anxious about anything, but in everything, give your thanks to the Lord, because we should be thanking God in all circumstances, in everything, because He's worthy of our praise and our worship. Again, it's kind of ironic how I wanted to do this video today, because if you've been watching our live sessions, I've been talking about how the last 3 weeks have been absolutely incredible. Today's April 10th, Thursday. We're out on, we're in a random place just shooting this video. And I wanted to do this because, again, the last 3 weeks has been absolutely blessed in every single way that you can imagine. But I think like a week ago, I said, when things are going good, you always have to have the expectation that something bad is going to happen. So, well, guess what? I went and I woke up this morning. I was going to get into my car and I tried to turn on my car, which is a brand new car. I just got it in August. And if you know anything from the live, somebody tried to rob the car in front of mine when it was parked, and they crashed the front side of my car. Like, gosh. But I went to go turn on my car this morning, and guess what? Man, that thing did not want to turn on. It would turn on, but then the whole engine would shake and it would like stutter. And I'm like, oh, there's no way this is happening right now. So I just was like, man, I looked on Google, I looked at the manufacturer to see when the next dealer was open. This was like 8 o'clock in the morning. It said like in an hour. So thank God I call and I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. They're like, don't worry about it. We're going to send a tow truck. We'll pick you up and we'll send you to the dealership so that you could get it checked out. And, when I first got into that car and it didn't want to turn on, I'm just like, wow, Father, I can't believe this is happening, But the crazy part about it is, since things have been so good, and because like He already prepared me and I've been through worse than this, and even the situation with the car getting crashed, I called my insurance and they sent me information to get it fixed, and it's going to be fully covered, so I don't got to worry about it or anything. Like, all the things were taken care of. The craziest part about this situation is that I'm like, yo, God already took care of all the other things that I've been going through. Why would I worry about this? So, although I'm still waiting for them to diagnose the problem of what's going on, it doesn't really matter what happens from here. No matter how it turns out, even if, we got to come out of pocket or whatever the situation may be, it is a new car. And if you know anything, if you've been part of the ministry, the last car that I had, brand new car too, was having braking problems, and the manufacturer still didn't want to resolve that. But it really doesn't matter the way that this situation turns out, because we must understand that God is faithful in all situations. In every season, He's faithful. And even if things aren't looking the way that we expect initially, the result shall remain that God will be glorified. Now, if we truly desire for God to be glorified, why are we stressed about what we have to go to or go through to accomplish the result of Him being glorified? Because, when I was younger, maybe it was just me, when things like this would happen, the number one question we want to ask is like, why me, oh God? You know that I've been serving you, I've been faithful to you, or like, it's been 3 weeks of blessings, it's been nonstop blessings, man. And the intimacy, the interactions, like, oh man, all the beautiful things that God has been showing me through dreams and visions, like of my promise, of my future wife, wherever she may be in this world, of my future children, of my home, of just the blessed nature by which God is gonna bless me and my future family. Like, everything seems to have, like, it just seems like it's gonna be good, and I've been good. And it's crazy because like, again, overnight, last night I could not sleep. Like 4 or 5 times I woke up through the night and I was feeling like anxious. I was hot in my bed. Like, I don't know, I just felt like something was gonna happen. And lo and behold, something did happen. But it's so fascinating how this morning went, because again, the reason why I don't react is like, I woke up, I prayed, and I prayed like I tried to pray a different prayer this morning, and I was just like, Father, I want you to ignite that fire within me again, my Lord, and help me. Oh man, I wish I could turn the camera around. There's a hummingbird right in front of me, like, doing whatever they're doing. I love hummingbirds. It's so beautiful. I got ADHD. Like, I'm so easily distracted. But anyways, I was praying to the Lord, and I'm like, Father, reignite that fire and that passion within me, my Lord. Like, because I woke up this morning, even though I was feeling anxious before the situation happened, I'm like, Lord, you've been so good to me, way better than I even deserve. My Lord, I fail. We always sin. We always disappoint you. We're always failing you, my Father. But you continue to be so good to us. We do not deserve it, my Lord. Like, how can I repay you for all of your benefits? Like, that's been my prayer. And I was praying to God. I'm like, Father, like, help me be better in my fasting. Help me be better in my prayers, in my reading the word, or just let me offer a greater sacrifice to you, and I just want to do that for you. And then I go and I went to read the word, which is Psalm 116, where that verse comes from. I think it's verse 6 or something, where David is asking, how can I repay the Lord for all of his benefits and the goodness that he has shown me in the land of the living. And then there's this beautiful portion that says, I'll walk with the Lord, right? You got to keep walking with God, and so that you can see him turn this around for you good. So you can see the faithfulness of God in the land of the living, right? You could see the goodness of God and just be blessed overall in that way. And I'm telling you, man, it's so crazy because, again, I was able to get the car dropped off with the tow truck. They're going to figure it out at the dealership. The dealer sent me back on the shuttle to the house, and they'll pick me up later. And not to say it like that, but today's my fasting day, so I've really been trying to focus on my emotions and make sure that I'm looking at this from the correct perspective, putting God first in everything, and just trying to look at this from a holy way, right? Like, what would God want to do with this? And I was thinking about the prayer that I prayed this morning about, God, start that fire again. And if you think about it, how do we expect the fire to be lit within our soul if we don't expect anything wrong to happen? Because in order to start a fire, right, I'm like, I don't know where I am. I'm like on the side of the road. There's a lot of communities here, and there's mulch and stuff, right? So if I wanted to start a fire, right, I'm not gonna grab the lush, you really not gonna grab that lush plant or whatever that is, bush, and then throw it in and then try to start a fire that way. I mean, you probably could. It will just take longer than necessary because that's vibrant. It's green. It holds a lot of life and moisture. So if I try to use that, it's not going to ignite, or it will take a lot of effort than necessary. However, if I grab something like this dry mulch, right? This dry mulch is just is dead, is dry, it's flaky, it's frail. And if I use that and I put it in a pile and I grab a lighter and I light it, it's going to ignite. It will go on fire. So I was thinking about the situation, and it's like, man, I feel blessed in that every day feels better than the last, like Forrest Frank says, right? Like that song he has. But if I'm asking God to really ignite my intimacy with him again, to ignite the fire within me and bring me back to that first love, I don't see any other way to do that except for him to shake things up, to shake all that can be shaken, as it says in Hebrews chapter 12. The fact that this happens, again, even though the situation was what it was, my heart rate was the same. Like, I wasn't distraught, I wasn't anxious or worried or anything. Like, I was just like, I know God is going to take care of this. So, family, like, if you can see your situation, this suffering, or these situations that happen, these circumstances, don't get upset. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it affect your day. Just continue to praise God through the storm and the chaos, and keep walking alongside the Lord so that you can see him bring you from the valley of the shadow of death to the promised land that he has shown you, right? Like, who cares what's gonna happen, right? Like, yeah, it's a brand new car. It sucks that it's like, man, I'm paying for this car. Why this thing don't work? And there's a recall on it too already. It's like, but why trip on that? Why focus on what's going wrong rather than focusing on the faithfulness of God? Why focus on the valley of the shadow of death if I can focus on the green pastures by which he will take me? Why focus on the attacks of the devil and the bow and the flaming darts of the evil one when I can focus on the staff of the Lord that directs me and corrects me? Because again, in Hebrews chapter 12, which we're going to get to probably Monday, it talks about how God disciplines the ones that he loves. And if our earthly parents can discipline us in the hopes that we will find goodness out of it, how much more can our heavenly Father discipline us, knowing that he shall perfect us by that discipline? Therefore, like Hebrews 12 says, we need to fix our eyes on the Lord and allow him to bring the crooked places straight, and strengthen the weak knees, and lift up our holy hands so that we can praise him. So I'm not tripping, man, because again, when I look at the last 3 weeks that I've just experienced with God, it's just like, man, Father, thank you for this opportunity. And I'm not trying to sound corny and cliche, like, yeah, thank you for this. Like, I don't really trust people that smile all the time. It's like, you got to be real at some point. But I can't help but smile. There's no tears to shed, because, like, what am I crying over? Like, God is going to work it out. He's going to do what he's going to do. And, man, let's look out for the goodness of God in the midst of our situations and in our seasons, so that we can see him turn this for our good. The victory has been guaranteed. May we sing songs of rejoicing to the Lord, because it's going to be good, family. This year, it started off rocky, but God just popped it off these past few weeks. So if he hasn't been popping off for you this season, we in that new transition, we in that second quarter of the year, just continue to have faith in the Lord and let him turn it around for your good. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. This ain't no time to give up. Don't let me find out you over here giving up, boy. Don't let me find out you giving up. You heard? So let us keep having faith and hold fast to the confession we have made, for we shall know that he who promised is faithful. So anyways, family, I don't want to make this a long video. I got to walk back in this heat, go back to the crib, and get ready for the live because it's almost time. I don't even know what time it is. My phone is in front of me. So let God turn it around for your good. Keep having faith. Keep walking in the spirit, and you shall see the goodness of God in the land of the living. So y'all know what it is. It's your boy Los. Subscribe if you haven't. Liked the video. Drop a comment. Let me know if you missed. Throw the positivity at us doing these videos. I really miss it, and I'm not gonna make no promises because what is a man if he don't commit to his word? So I'm not gonna make promises. I just want to produce. So again, if you missed this, if you want to interact with us, you want to engage with us, then don't forget Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we do study the word together. So today is going to be in Spanish. Thursdays are our Spanish live. So just go ahead and connect with us. So y'all know what it is. It's Los here, we on the throne of positivity, where nobody shall dethrone. We out. Peace.